Hello friends, welcome to Sabji. Today we are going to learn Kala Jamun recipe. Wow, wonderful dessert. One more favorite to kids. So today we'll learn how to prepare this easy recipe of Kala Jamun made with koya and paneer. And the difference between gulab jamun and kala jamun is the color and texture. While gulab jamuns are golden colored balls and kala jamuns have a dark color with just some shades away from black. Hence the word kala, which means black. This color is achieved by frying the jamuns at a low flame for some time to get the dark color. And traditionally koya or mawa is used to make gulab jamuns or kala jamuns. Koya is basically dried evaporated milk solids, and these milk solids are obtained by continuously cooking the milk on a low flame till most of the moisture evaporates. If you want to make the koya at home, you can check the link I'm sharing here. And so filling up the jamuns with colored koya and dry fruits mixture is other attraction and very interesting. Now we'll see how to prepare this. So ingredients required are, we need 250 grams soft koya and 100 grams paneer, 3 tablespoon all-purpose flour, that is maida, and 1 tablespoon milk, and oil or ghee for deep frying. And for sugar syrup, we need 300 grams sugar or 2 cups sugar and 1.5 cups water, 1/4 tablespoon lemon juice, 1 tablespoon rose water, and half tablespoon cardamom powder, 12 to 15 strands of saffron or kesar. And for stuffing, koya 1 cup and dry fruits powder half cup and sugar powder half spoon and ilachi powder 1/4 tablespoon and food color 1/4 tablespoon mixed in water. So you can take the food color as per your choice, green or orange or yellow, whatever you like. So take 250 grams of koya in a plate or a bowl, and the koya used for gulab jamun is a soft koya, also known as haryali koya or chikna koya, and this is a soft koya, so it mashes and kneads very well. So mash the koya very well with your hands and keep aside, and there should be no lumps or small bits or pieces in the dough. You can also grate and then mash the koya, and now grate 100 grams paneer and keep aside. 100 grams paneer yields about half cup grated paneer. And now add the grated paneer and 3 tablespoon all-purpose flour, that is maida, to the koya, and add 1 tablespoon milk and gently mix everything very well. Don't be hurry, this is very important to knead the mixture, so do it taking time. I mean, don't be hurried to prepare it, so do leisurely, and then take your dry fruits and blend them to coarse powder. You can take pista, kaju and badam and make them to coarse powder. Don't blend to very fine powder. You have to do it till coarse powder, and then take 1 cup koya and mix with the dry fruits powder, ilachi powder and sugar and choice of your food color, and mix well. I am here giving 1 cup koya. You can take 1/4 of your complete dough of jamun mixture. That will be enough. And now make the colored mixture to small balls. Now pinch small marble sized balls from the dough and roll them in a round shape between your palms. Roll lightly, not heavily, and now roll the ball again between your palms to give a oblong cylindrical shape, that is oval shape, and press it and fill with the stuffing, and again close to oval shape like this. Or else if you are not willing to put stuffing in between, you just without stuffing simply make them to oval shapes and keep aside. Now take 2 cups of sugar in the pan and add 1.5 cups water and keep this pan on a stove and on a low to medium flame and stir so that the sugar will be dissolved. When all the sugar is dissolved, add 1/4 tablespoon lemon juice. The lemon juice does not allow the sugar syrup to crystallize, and cook the sugar syrup on a low flame till the half-string consistency. And when the sugar syrup is cooking, you can begin frying the jamuns, as when you add the jamuns, the sugar syrup has to be hot, and heat oil for deep frying in a kadai or a deep pan on a low to medium flame. So now switch off the flame of sugar syrup and add half tablespoon cardamom powder and 12 to 15 strands of saffron crushed, and also add 1 tablespoon rose water to sugar syrup. Now coming to the frying of jamuns. For testing, slid a tiny dough ball in the hot oil. The boil should come up slowly and not quickly, and this is the temperature at which the kala jamun will be fried, and keep the flame to a low and fry the small jamuns till it becomes golden. Now gently slit the kala jamuns and don't crowd, and add the jamuns as per the size of the pan. And when you see faint golden sparks, turn over the jamuns gently and keep on turning them in the oil, and like a gentle swirling with the slatted spoon so that they brown evenly. And when frying, the jamuns have to feel light and not heavy, and fry till they turn a shade or two darker than the golden fried color, and place them on a paper towels or colander. And while they are hot, quickly add them to the sugar syrup. Fry all the jamuns in the same way and add them to the sugar syrup, and cover and allow the jamuns to soak in the sugar syrup. Wow! Now very tasty and delicious kala jamuns are ready. Serve kala jamuns at room temperature or chill as a dessert or a sweet. So kids never resist to have it till they soak in sugar syrup. They just love to have them, run to have them. So why you are waiting? We love to prepare the favorite dish for kids. So just prepare it, and they will enjoy, and you feel happy. And the stuffing in between orange color is very bright, and green also you can try. And in mithai shops you'll see gajar halwa also can be filled as a stuffing. I was really surprised when I was taking from sweet shop, and so that way also you can prepare if you like that way, or else you can try without stuffing, that is plain kala jamuns also. So this is for today, delicious kala jamuns. I'm happy to share this video as a 300 video in my Savaji journey, and thank you to subscribers and viewers for all your support, and keep watching my videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so very much.